have for us? Tonight, the Chino Hills Huskies will be taking on the Charter Oak Chargers for the league opener game. Chino Hills is currently 3-1-1, while Charter Oak is 4-1. Aaron will be informing us about Charter Oak tonight, while Tom Kiss will be informing us about the Chino Hills Huskies. Aaron, what do you have for us?
Okay, thank you, Courtney. The keys for Charter Oak tonight, establishing their run game, because the Chargers, they're going to rely on their defense a lot tonight, but their offense and the running game may be their best defense, because if they're eating a lot of clock, then that means Matt Simcoe's not on the field and Chino Hills offense is standing on the sideline. Some guys to watch from Charter Oak tonight, obviously number 22, Aaron Vaughns. He's going to get the ball a lot. He's one of the top playmakers in the Valley. He's electric every time he touches it. Number 5, Bryce Bobo, the Colorado-bound wide receiver. Let's see if the Charger quarterbacks can get him the ball. And number 58, Andrew Hauser. Keep an eye on him. This is his 3rd game back from having to sit out a whole year after transferring from Bishop Amat. He's going to make an impact on defense tonight, and we'll see where the Chargers use him on offense, because he could really set up that run game with some big blocks. We'll go to you now, Tommy, to tell us about Chino Hills and what their keys are tonight.
For Chino Hills, it's Matt Simcoe who's going to lead them at quarterback. He's got 2 big receivers he's going to be looking for. That would be Jack Austin, number 3, or number 12, Joseph Lara. In the running game, you got Louis Nelly, 45, and number 20, Darren Abakali. The question is can this team move the ball on Charter Oak's defense? The big key in both of these games, big games like this, when we start talking about it, is turnovers and special teams. Can you eliminate the turnovers, and can you do well on special teams? If that happens, Chino Hills has a great chance to win tonight.
As you can see, tonight is going to be a great matchup. Chino Hills is ranked number 2, while Charter Oak is number 3 in the Valley. Tonight is the opener for the Sierra League schedule, so we'll see who brings it home. Stay tuned here for highlights and interviews after the game.
Come into Charter Oak Stadium, ranked number 2 in the Valley, while Charter Oak was ranked number 3. A big night, way to open the Sierra League. And after holding Chino Hills to 3 and out, Kory Brown is going to hit Bryce Bobo on this pass that will eventually lead to this Aaron Vaughns' second effort 3-yard touchdown run to give Charter Oak a 7-0 lead. Chino Hills was once again stopped on 3 downs and back to work. It was Kory Brown eventually that would set up this 33-yard touchdown pass to Bryce Bobo across the first quarter. Matt Simcoe would go to work to his 2 big receivers, a big gain right here to Jack Austin. That would set up this 23-yard touchdown pass to Joseph Lara. They missed the PAT, and it would be 14-6 Charter Oak. Enter Ross Barrera for Charter Oak, and he's going to hit Bryce Bobo with this 55-yard touchdown pass. Charter Oak misses the extra point. They're up 20-6. The Chino Hills defense had a tough night. This was a 4th and 21 that was converted by Barrera to Donovan Washington. Here's another angle of it. Charter Oak goes up 27-6 at the half. Third quarter action coming up. Chino Hills uses the ground game this time. Louis Napoli bites up a chunk of yards. Gets down inside the Charter Oak 10-yard line. It would lead to Matt Simcoe's 1-yard touchdown run, and the lead was cut 27-13. It's Charter Oak, and Brown is in there again, and he's going to hit Bryce Bobo. Yes, that's right, Bryce Bobo once again. This 39-yard touchdown gives them a 34-13 lead, and to top it off, Brown would fire to Washington once again on his second TD. If you didn't think his feet were in, look closely. They go on to win 41-13.
Great win tonight for Charter Oak High School. Let's talk to head coach Lou Ferraro.
Hey, Ashley, did you see this coming?
That's a hard question. I knew we could play with them. We've heard a lot about the quarterback and the receiver, but we have a couple of quarterbacks, and we have a pretty good receiver too. And you know, we're not real big, and we have a lot of guys going both ways. So, you know, it's like a Chinese fries roll on our sideline because we got guys playing offense, defense, special teams, stuff like that. And we went through a tough preseason and got a lot of turned ankles and bumps and bruises like everybody else does. But I just didn't know if we could keep up with their speed and their size. And I knew we could play with them. Just, all right, I just challenged our kid. That's encouraged.
This is the 6th team that you've held to the lowest point total. Talk about your defense tonight.
Exactly. I have a defense coordinator, Coach Lehigh, and his staff, guys. You know, I've taught them everything I can teach them, but they've gone above and beyond Call of Duty. What we can do right now in terms of our breakdown, and our kids are prepared. Our kids know what to do and when to do it and why they're doing what they're doing. So I think our preparation is what really helps our defense. For a kid like Andrew Hauser who just became eligible, he's special. All the linebackers are. Matt Sesteros, you know, we got guys, our linebacker coach is the best I've coached in 44 years. And I've coached a lot of great linebackers. He's up at San Jose State. A lot of guys all over the country. And these 4 guys are nasty.
Let's talk about offense tonight. You got a quick start with 2 different quarterbacks. You didn't get one look.
Yeah, well, you know, they both can run the offense, and neither one of them is I think is stronger than the other one in some senses. And they play together as a rhythm, and we run a rhythm offense. We run a tempo offense, and so depending how the tempo goes, this depends upon who's the guy that's here. You got the tempo going, it's like dancing with your sister. I don't care, just keep playing. And we make changes based upon rhythm. That's basically it. And they both can throw the ball, and they both know how to run the offense. So it doesn't matter to me.
Tough loss tonight for the Chino Hills Huskies. Let's talk to head coach Derek Budd.
It was bye week, and you make all the excuses you want. We just didn't come out to play tonight. We had a great week of practice this week and last week. All the credit in the world to they got some athletes, and you know we knew we had to get off the quarterback a little bit. We tried to do that. We weren't able to play coverages. We wanted to play, and it's major breakdowns. No excuse.
How hard was it for you guys mentally to come from behind every time? You're always down by 2 touchdowns.
This is a team that's resilient. I don't think it was a come from behind thing. You're not going to be able to come from behind against a team like Charter Oak. Once we went down 14-0, we were fighting uphill, and offense sputtered. When offense is scoring, then we're okay. But they came after Matt pretty good. We didn't do a great job in the trenches. We knew this game was going to be run and lost in the trenches, and obviously we didn't do a good job. We got to get better.
Good luck.
Let's talk to Charter Oak's quarterback tonight, Ross Ferreira.
Talk about what this game means to you guys as a team.
I think that a lot of people underestimate us, and the fact that we work hard, and it's just good to come out and do what we know we can do and show people that we're a lot stronger than what people think.
You guys platoon the quarterbacks back and forth, where sometimes you were in, sometimes the other quarterback was in. How was that for you guys? How do you get in a rhythm?
For us, I mean, me and Kory, we have a great relationship, and we have a great relationship with the offensive line. Personally, I feel like when I talk to them, they can't tell the difference between us sometimes, and they're just telling us that it's a solid movement, and me and Kory, we love each other to the fact that we know, we understand that working is part of the game.
Congratulations.
Throwing a great touchdown tonight for Charter Oak with quarterback Kory Brown. Let's hear it again.
It usually goes with who has the hot hand gets to go in. So I'll start out usually first 2 drives. Got the hot hand, keep going. Something bad happens, Ross goes in, and he has produced every single time this year. He's gone in, and it's been working, and we'll see what happens. It just continues to work, and I don't know. We won. I mean, we'll see.
Well, you certainly had the hot hand, especially in the beginning of the game. Did you feel like they couldn't stop you guys? You guys were driving right down the field.
Well, our offensive play calling was really perfect for what defenses they were running. They weren't adjusting. We kept continuing to attack the zone that they were leaving open, and they went for some points.
Were you audibling on any of those plays, or it was coming straight in from the sidelines?
It was pretty much coming straight from the sidelines. I mean, pretty much at that time, all I had control over was snap count, things like that. And we have adjustables on the ball, just that the receivers know. But that's a secret. We can't let that.
Were you surprised at how wide open some of those guys were when you're throwing to?
Well, I mean, I know that we have some of the best athletes in the Valley, that's for sure, receivers, but I was a little bit surprised because their coverages might have been blown. I don't know what it was, but normally guys aren't that open. not being rude or anything.
Well, congratulations, going to this.
Leading Charter Oak tonight was Bryce Bobo with 3 touchdowns. Let's hear what he has to say.
Actually, the last 6 opponents you played, you held them to their season low in points. Nobody's really able to score against you guys. Talk about you guys.
Yeah, I think that since we got Hauser back and everything like that, like our linebackers, I just think that we all came together as a team. We're able to, it's easier for us to put in more schemes because we have like more people on the defense who has a higher IQ of how to play football and how to react to the to what people do and what they do on their offense. So what we like to do is just swim to the ball whenever we can, wrap up tackles, whatever we can do.
Talk about your guys' quick start where you guys were up about 14 points. How'd you guys feel when you guys had that lead?
Oh, it felt great. We put in a burn tempo. So we just start to get off and we just run plays after plays after plays. So that's what we did, and we got off to a fast start and we just went on from there.
Congratulations.
Scoring Charter Oak's first touchdown of the night was running back Aaron Vaughn. Let's hear what he has to
Win
say.
for you guys tonight. There was a lot of talk about Chino Hills, the way they played Bishop Vermont, tying that game. A lot of people picked them to win the league. How much of an impact did that have on you guys going forward? Thinking about, this is the team to beat. This is going to be the yearly championship.
Well, everybody thought we wouldn't beat Chino Hills and call them this underdogs, thinking that they was going to do what Bishop did to us. But we just came together as a family and received a W for it.
So what does a win do for you guys now? You guys beating Chino Hills. You're in first place. A lot of people say that the Sierra League is probably yours now. What do you say to those people?
Nothing. Just got to move on. Play for next week.
So you guys take it week by week?
Week by week.
How's your ankle?
It's good.
Good?
Yeah.
Congratulations, man. Thanks.
The final score of tonight's game was 41-13. Charter Oak is now 5-1 and 1-0 in the Sierra League and will be taking on South Hills next week. While Chino Hills High is now 3-2-1 and 0-1 in the Sierra League. Next week they will be taking on the Ayala Bulldogs. I'm Courtney Font reporting for the Tribune Sports.